Quality Education SDG Goal 4. The target: by 2030, ensure that all girls and boys complete free, equitable, and quality primary and secondary education. By 2030, ensure that all girls and boys have access to quality early child development, care, and pre primary education. By 2030, ensure equal access for all women and men to affordable and quality technical, vocational, and tertiary education. By 2030, substantial increase the number of youth and adults who have relevant skills including technical and vocational skills. By 2030, eliminate gender disparities in education. Build and upgrade education facilities that are child disability and gender sensitive and provide safe, non-violent, inclusive, and effective learning environments for all. By 2030, substantially increase the supply of qualified teachers, including through international cooperation for teacher training in development countries, especially least developed countries and small island developing states. Reasons: the reason for lack of quality education are due to lack of adequately trained teachers, poor conditions of schools, and equity issues related to opportunities provided to rural children. For quality education to be provided to the children of impoverished families, investment is needed in educational scholarships. Over 265 million children are currently out of school and 22% of them are of primary school age. Environment in primary education in developing countries has reached 91%, but 57 million primary age children remain out of school. An estimated 50% of out of school children of primary school age live in conflict affected areas. Another reason is overcrowded classrooms. Teachers are spread thin, students don't get attention or personalization they require. Teachers and students feel increased stress. What's more, teachers in overcrowded schools often report a lack of resource or that their schools are in less than ideal conditions. How to start? The process can start with ensuring the environment, enrollment, and attendance at the school. Significant progress is possible when countries prioritize the concept of learning for all. To help resolve the dire crisis of education in the developing countries, concrete and strict policies should be recommended by the policy makers. Role of an educator: a foundation of support for every child and adolescent, caring and supportive relationships, high expectations for success, active participation in school and community service. 8 components needed to get started. The first, health education: physical, mental, emotional, social, and spiritual dimensions of health, and is designed to motivate and help students maintain and improve their health, prevent disease, and avoid health related risk behaviors. A healthy school environment attends to the physical and aesthetic surroundings and to the school psychosocial climate and culture. Physical education is a planned, sequential curriculum and program of physical activity taught daily in every grade. Second, cognitive content and learning experiences should be provided in a variety of activity area such as basic movement skills, physical fitness, rhythms and dance, games, etc. Second one is school nutrition services should promote the health and education of students through access to a variety of nutritious and appealing meals. Nutrition education and a school environment encourages students to make healthy food choices. Third, counseling, psychologically, and social services provide broad based individual and group assessments, interventions, and referrals that attend to the mental, emotional, and social health of students in a range of school and community settings. Health promotion programs for staff are designed to promote and physical, emotional, and mental health of school employees through health assessments. Evaluations have found that participation in staff health promotion program can increase morale, improve absenteeism rates, increases participation in vigorous activities, improves physical fitness, lowers blood pressure, and improves stress management skills. Every organizational group that is part of the school health program needs to use a programming process to assure continuous improvements in programming. Next is peer instruction, has also proven effective in disseminating knowledge and changing behaviors. Students are more likely to turn to peers for advice, and change is more likely to occur if someone similar to them recommends the change. Family and community involvement promotes an integrated school, family, and community approach that establishes a dynamic partnership to enhance the health and well being of students. Numerous studies link parent family involvement to their children's achievement, academic standing, and decreased school failure and grade repetition. And a number of studies have shown that involving families enhances the effects of school health promotion efforts. Last but not the least, because the health of students is inextricably linked to educational achievement, it is crucial that schools promote health. Schools can provide the nurture and support needed to facilitate the adoption of health enhancing behaviors. A comprehensive, well coordinated school health program can promote the optimal physical, emotional, social, and educational development of students. Thank you for watching.